Okay, welcome back to another episode of decluttering my basement. So in the last episode, and it's been a month or two. Okay, I kind of fell down on my job here. I did a couple of declutter live streams down here in the basement. I'll put a link to those in the description of this video if you want to go back and watch those. Watch them in order. I put the earliest one first, then the subsequent one second. This will be about my third one, okay? We are going to work on this side of the basement, okay? Now, I've got a lot of stuff over here that needs to be taken care of. We've already worked on the other side of the basement. Like I said, check the previous videos. But I've got some things I got to get rid of trash-wise. So, I got a lot of lumber over here that is no good to me, but they will not take it at the convenience center. We have convenience centers in Tennessee. We don't have, well, we can pay for home pickup, but I live in the county, so we don't really have home pickup here unless you pay for it. But they do have strategic locations throughout the county where they have dumpsters. We call them convenience centers, that we can take our trash. This wood they will not take, so I'm going to have to probably have a burn pile outside somewhere. But I'm going to clean out this area right here. This is the area I'm concentrating on. It's a quarter of the basement, and my goal is to get this cleaned out right here. So we're going to start on it, okay? All right, so I need to clean out this side of the basement here because this wood that I'm stepping over right now, it needs to be stacked up in here in the basement. I've got it for a project out here that I really need to get on and get done, and that's to build a roof over the back basement door back here. So I just swept that out so I can kind of move that wood over and stack it up neatly right there. I have to find me a couple stickers here. I think I got a couple outside. Okay, I've just about got this corner cleaned out, okay? And I'm going to take you right outside the back door here and show you what I'm getting rid of. I have to load some of it up in the pickup truck and take it to the convenience center. Let me show you real quick, okay? All this stuff right here, okay, I just removed from the basement, and it's all gonna go, okay? The wood, like I said, I'll have to make a burn pile and burn that wood, but the trash and that was gonna have to go. Anyways, one more thing I gotta do is this apparatus right here. I've got about 4 things that I'm gonna sell. This here is a display rack, an aluminum display rack for art shows and stuff that I don't need anymore. So as soon as I get the backyard cleaned up, I'm gonna set it up out there and take a few pictures this evening and put it up for sale. I have a few other things that I'm gonna sell that are out in the garden shed, and I'll show those to you in just a little while. Okay, let's go out back and have a look at the garden shed, because that's on my list to declutter also. We'll go out here and take a peek real quick. Okay, yeah, so this is like, used to be my workshop. Let me get this door fixed right here. Okay, this used to be my workshop, and it's just got a bunch of old wood and stuff in there, and there's a couple things I want to sell out of here. One of them is that old tiller right there. Now it runs, but we don't have a garden anymore, so I don't need that tiller. And then I've got this stainless steel turkey fryer right here, and let me turn it around so you can see it. So I need to get rid of that. Probably going to sell that. And I think there's one more thing I want to sell, and I can't remember what it was. It might be that old drill press out there. But what I want to do now, I forgot I had this on my cheek. Y'all didn't say nothing to me. I cut myself shaving this morning, so I had this piece of tissue paper on there. Anyways, back to what I was saying. Sorry about the tissue paper where I cut myself this morning. It happens. We're going to clean this shed out, okay, and get rid of all this crap that I don't need. I don't do woodworking anymore, and my wife, she's kind of claimed this as her garden shed, which is that's the way it should be when she does do gardening. So got a lot of stuff in here we need to get rid of, a lot of wood. Need to back this lawnmower out of here, get it out of here. So that's what we're going to do. Go get my keys. Hey, I was wrong about that. I left the keys in the mower when I parked it last winter. So I've had it on the trickle charger out here for the winter. So we're going to see if she'll start right up, okay? This is a tight little garden shed when you bring this mower in here. That's why I need to get it out of the way. Oh. Start right up. Well, I think so. I wonder if I'm out of gas. Yep, need to put a little gas in it. Didn't realize that I ran it out, which is a good thing. You don't want to leave this gas in here all winter. I usually run them out. I just kind of forgot. I need to get rid of this gas. I've had it all winter here for the generator. Okay. Just in case I needed it. Let's try that again. Okay. That's better. Now you're probably asking me, hey Ron, you're probably asking me, let me get in here where you can see me. So you might be asking me, say, hey Ron, where's all the plastics on the front of your lawnmower? That's a long story, okay? But it had to do with my dad running it into his camping trailer, busting all the plastics. Well, only the top part, about 4 pieces there he put together. He threw them all away. I don't know why. He heard me say something. He thought he could just throw them away. I went down to the John Deere place to try to get some new plastics for it, and they wanted $1,200 for a set of plastics for the front. I said, nah, I ain't doing that. It's a 6-year-old mower. I just run it till it dies. I don't care if I put the plastics on it or not. That might be a good thing. It might be a bad thing. You just got to be careful on the top, you know, where the engine turns. Just don't get off there and put your hands around it. But hey, that's what happens. So let's get this old tiller out of here. I need to make sure that it runs also before I put it up for sale. This old, what kind is this? It's a Troy-Bilt Tuffy. It's not a reversing tine. It's a forward tine. So it's a little bit hard to handle, but we're going to pull it out of here and get it out of the way. And then I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and just get this. Then I'll tell you what else we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and remove this turkey fryer. Okay. What the hell is this? this turkey fryer, since we're going to sell it, get it out of the way. You got to do a better job organizing this place. Okay, I know this is a garden shed, but gee whiz. Okay. Turkey fryer's been sitting out here forever, okay? Forever. Okay, now we got that out of the way. Now, this garden hose needs to go out to the side of the house because we use this garden hose, so might as well get that out of my way. We're gonna get down to what we just have the junk, okay? Here's another garden hose. Check it out. Okay, now we're getting down to business, all right? So, let me turn these lights on. Maybe that'll help that camera some. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna get rid of this big wood. This stuff, like it's right over here, okay? This is a little project I thought I wanted to do, okay? That needs to go. What I need to do is go fetch the rhino, okay? Bring it over here. That's what I need to do. Let me do that. Let me go get the rhino. Get the rhino over here. This camera keeps turning on its own. I don't know why. Okay, what I need to do is go get the rhino, because now I've got to load this stuff up to take it to a burn pile, because most of this is just wood in here and old pallets. And if I get that out of here, it's going to be a lot nicer. I'll show you. You know, I got this over here. Needs to go. This over here by the breaker box needs to go. And yeah, I got a bunch of stuff up there and a bunch of wood and stuff up there that needs to go. So let me go get the rhino and bring it back here. And that way we can just load it up right away. So get all this wood out of here, these pallets, and put on the rhino out there. And we'll take it out towards the barn area. Okay. So we can have a burn pile someday. And I gotta be careful because this is all full of nails and stuff. So don't want to burn it where you're gonna be running over with a mower or a tractor, do we? I had these old pallets that I brought home, and I made like a bird blind out in my backyard a couple years ago. Probably been about 3 years ago now. So I really just need to get rid of it. Okay, don't really need it. I haven't, it's just something I was playing around with. Okay. Tell you what, you get most of these pallets out of here. Be quite a bit of room. This has got a little weight to it. Got quite a bit of weight to it. Let's see if we can't get it up there. Yeah, might have to come back for that one. Okay, make a second load. Let's see what else we got. yeah, what I need to do, let me go get rid of that pallets and bring the Rhino back here, because now, as you can see, have a look, it's not as cluttered. Okay, it's not as cluttered as it was. Okay, gotten all that stuff out of here. So we're gonna take the Rhino and go get rid of them pallets and come back. Okay, I've taken quite a bit of stuff out of here. Okay, and I'm just kind of brooming up the floor a little bit to see what I got left to get rid of. But it's already looking better. Okay. Okay, I am finished for the day. I'm not going to do any more. It's a far cry better than when I started. Let me show you right here. As you can see, I got most of the junk out. Now I'm going to sell that tiller, so I'm going to leave it in there. I just had it running. And that's my weed killer sprayer for the fence rows. And there's plenty of room in here for my wife's garden stuff. Now I got rid of a lot of stuff. That's the second load that I put into the Rhino to take out of here. Anyways, that's enough for today. Let me show you what I got that needs to be loaded in the pickup truck out of the basement. Okay, now that's a pretty good size load right there of stuff that I'm getting rid of. So this kind of makes like day number 3 of my basement / garden shed declutter. Okay, I got probably another hour left to do in the basement, and as far as I'm concerned, the garden shed is finished. Okay, I'm not going to do anything more out here. What we need to do this year though is we need to pressure wash it and paint it and caulk it, seal it up. Anyways, my name's Ron. This is my retirement channel, and this is your Groovy Vibe for March 22nd, 2025. We'll see y'all later. Bye-bye. One more thing. You can do it, okay? You can declutter your area. Now, I've been working on my personal area. I haven't touched my wife's, and she's not moved yet. To do anything with hers. And she's seen me out here a while ago, but I don't know if it's motivated her or not. Time will tell. We'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.